Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and welcome back for more of Let's Play Pokémon SoulSilver. Last time, we caught Ho-Oh! Look how huge this thing is! It's so much fun to be walking around with the Legendary with just how large they are. In fact, there are some places that you're not allowed to take them because they take up too much space behind you, but I digress. The real reason we caught Ho-Oh wasn't because it's so awesome, but because Ho-Oh actually unlocks a specific back room here in the Ruins of Alph, and if you remember, we did a lot of things here before, but not necessarily everything. For instance, we already opened up that hole, and we opened up the back room here. I forget which one is which. We already raided this place. But in order to complete the Unown report, we have to fall through all four of these holes. And each one has a message engraved by the Unown themselves. Our clan engraved words in this place. So I'll meet you guys in the next one. Cameron, why the heck not? I've got Ho-Oh in my party. I'm curious to see what it looks like when Ho-Oh is in the party. I mean, look how huge he is. He's going to take up so much space and cover somebody's face so we can't see that. He's covering up 3 people entirely. You had no idea Klaus was even in that shot. Totally worth it. The second puzzle across the way from when we surfed, we've also opened up before. And we've raided the back room too, but we never went down here. Our clan created Pokemon statue? Looks like statue. Clan created Pokemon statue outside. How do Unown build statues? The next puzzle you get to from the southern part of the branching path in the Union Cave, and the reason why I have Duster in my party now is the same reason why I had to reteach him Strength. You needed to get here. But we couldn't open up the back room here before because it required us to have a Water Stone, and we didn't besides the Pokeathlon, we didn't have access to these until Johto. Luckily, we wound up picking up a pair of them, and I don't know which of these pockets it would be in. There's the Water Stone. I don't believe your Water Stone is used up here either. We still have 2 Water Stones in our bag, so that's nice to know. And we'll find even more interesting items in the back here. Get another Mystic Water, the first one we got from Cherry Grove City when we finally learned how to surf. A Lepa Berry, which restores PP, I think it's like an ether. A Stardust, which we can sell for a ton of money. And a Star Piece, which we can also sell for a lot of money. As well as another one of these pits we can drop down. They possess power to sense with mind and respect outside. These are getting more and more interesting each time we find a new one. And the last puzzle we get to by taking the northern part of that branching path. And this one, of course, is the reason why we have Ho-Oh leading our party. Took quite a while to access this thing, but we finally can. And back here, we'll pick up another Lepa Berry. The Life Orb! Oh boy, this thing. Another Revival Herb, which I'll probably sell off, never going to use that. And another Charcoal, the first one we got from Azalea Town. The Life Orb is an interesting hold item, where it boosts the power of all of your moves, but instead of locking you into one like, say, the Choice Scarf or the Choice Specs, you lose 10% of your HP every time you use an attacking move, despite the fact that it'll do more damage. And the last message. Need to walk with them. We leave here for the sake of them. Oh boy, what do any of these messages mean? So much speculation. But with all of those back rooms opened, and my off-screening catching all 26 letters of the Unown, our Unown report should be complete, all 7 pages. So, with that in mind, we can finally go see the Ruins Research Center. I'm sure they'll be happy. I'm sure someone will be happy. Who do we talk to in here? Sure, let's talk to everybody in random, because I don't remember who's supposed to be the guy we talk to. There we go. Yep, I already knew that, thanks. Already did. This is annoying. Oh man, he alphabetized our Unown. That's totally a difficult thing to do. We've already studied them all. 2 new Unown symbols? I don't know about those. Is that the whole reason we did this? Maybe. Well, now that all that's been added to our Unown report, let's actually read it! It's interesting that there's actually, yeah, they finally put XXXXX. You couldn't come up with something, a word that started with X, like xylophone, or... Forget I brought it up. But we've got some very interesting notes on the Unown themselves as well. I'll leave this up for a little bit, but I'm not going to leave it up for long enough that I'd have time to read it, because if I did that and I'd actually read it, then I'd be sitting here just reading silently for 2 minutes. Nobody wants to do that. At least nobody wants to watch somebody that's going to be just reading silently to themselves for 2 minutes. I don't know, maybe you do. I don't. And I don't think most of you do either. But it's interesting to see the Unown report actually completed. I mean, how many people bother to even do this? And finally, the last 2 pages. You wouldn't... There are certain qualifications for unlocking each of these 7 pages. I know at least 4 of them are the 4 back rooms that we fell through to get the messages. I don't remember precisely what the other ones are, but you had to find all 26 in order to get them all. And now that we've done that, I believe if we just walk on over to the main entrance here, there should be this panel over here. And having filled out all 7 pages of the Unown report, this guy will come running in and shove us back into the research center. Our friends look up and heartily congregate us. I wonder what it means. I wonder what it means too. Holy crap, are these things hard to read. It's been way too long since I've actually looked at the Unown as letters, because I have no idea how to read them. But now that we've actually talked to him about it, we can head back in, and nothing happens. But if we walk around a little bit, I am hopeful that we'll run into the things that I'm hoping to run into. Maybe we won't. Are we not going to? Because my rappel was up. That makes sense. But now we can run into Unown up here as well. And these are going to be the 2 that we didn't have access to before. The exclamation point and the question mark Unown. And these things should have a low enough catch rate that I have a 1 in 4 chance of catching it with a straight-up Pokeball. So that's the exclamation point, who I will be appropriately naming exclamation point because it's what it is. It looks kind of cool though, with its eye half closed like it could care less what anybody thinks of it. And the other one I want to show off is, of course, the question mark. There he is. So I'll just catch him real quick and we'll call it an episode. Probably not the longest one I've ever done, but I thought it was worth showing off the Unowns because, quite honestly, nobody really gives a damn about them, do you? I think if people did, the Unown would have a really interesting backstory. They've got a lot of history in these games centered around the Unowns, and I want to say the Sinnoh games did something with them as well. But for the same reason you don't care, I didn't care enough to actually look into it either. So, this is UniversalGiant, and next time, we'll go after the only remaining legendary that we have access to. that a bunch of people have been asking me, why haven't you gone after him yet? I was saving him for last, because he's my favorite. You didn't need me to tell you that. It's probably your favorite too. It's everybody's favorite, because he was so freaking broken. We'll go get him next time. See you then.